Hey guys, welcome back to High Yield Intraday Trading. I hope every one of you is doing good. So before we start discussing today's topic, let me request you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button here. Once you click on it, you will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner. Post you subscribe to my channel, also make sure to press the bell icon and click on all. You will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner so that whenever I upload a video, you get the notification about the same without any misses. Also, I would request you all to subscribe to my Telegram channel with the name HYIT Intraday Calls because I share a lot of things over there and it might be helpful to you in some way or the other. All right, so let's have a look on a couple of stocks that should be in our radar and has all the possibilities to move up. Okay, and please do note that the segment using which the analysis has been done is equity cash, but the same holds true for the futures segment as well. Okay, so the guys who are trading in the equity cash segment can also initiate a position, and the guys who are trading in the futures segment can also take up a position. Okay, so even before we move on to the stock analysis, I mean, I have around four stocks that has been analyzed, and I want to throw some light as to what might happen in future in the upcoming days. So before we go ahead with that, let's quickly have a look on the Nifty's chart and anticipate what might happen in the coming days. Okay, so let me bring in the chart here. All right, so this is Nifty's spot chart, and the lines that you see here, those are the lines which actually tells you about the gaps. So we have a gap here, we have a gap here, we have a gap here, and we have a gap here. Okay, so that is something which we need not discuss as of now. At least the gaps which are in red, we don't have to discuss about it. So first thing first, obviously, the moment we see the Nifty's chart, the first thing that comes into our mind is it is in an uptrend because it is making higher highs and higher lows, right? So higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and right now the Nifty has already made a higher high. Okay, now the thing is whether this higher high has been finalized or not, we will come to know if only Nifty faces a resistance here and starts moving down. Okay, so one thing is for sure, it will face a resistance at this particular point because the red candle that you see here, it is a swing high. Okay, so any swing high that is being made on the left hand side of the chart, that will work as a resistance. Okay, the higher the time frame is, the more distinctive or the more stronger they become. Okay, so this is, as you can see, a 1 day time frame it is. So in an 1 day time frame, this is a swing high, which in turn makes it a strong resistance. So, what can we expect out of Nifty at this point of time? So, at this point of time, as I said, Nifty will surely face a resistance. Okay, but as you know, nobody can sure shot tell you what is going to happen. So, there are a couple of things that might happen. Point number one is Nifty will break this resistance and will start moving up. If that is the case, this pink line or the purple line that you see here, if Nifty closes above it, then the next resistance level happens to be this particular gap at this levels, somewhere around at 17,420 or 30, whatever it is. Okay, so that is scenario number one. Scenario number two is Nifty will go sideways. So it will take some time to decide whether it should face a resistance here or it should give a breakout in the upward direction. That is point number two, right? Point number three is it might come down to form a new higher low and then it spikes up again. Okay, so you already have the support levels here, right? These two green lines that you see here, there is nothing but the gap, and the gap has not been closed yet. Okay, so that is the reason why I'm making an anticipation that Nifty might come down, take a support somewhere here, and then it will start moving up again. Okay, but the main thing that you need to know here is the bias is on the long side. Nifty is in an uptrend, the bias is also on an uptrend, and these are the three things that might happen in the upcoming days. Okay, so that was about Nifty. Now, how you take the position, how you trade in intraday, or how you trade futures for next couple of days, that we call it as a swing trade. All those things depend on what technicals you use and how you take it up from your end. Okay, what I did here is I just gave you an idea. I just anticipated as to what might Nifty do in the upcoming days. Okay, so accordingly you can take your decisions and trade Nifty. Okay, now getting on to the next four stocks on which we should have an eye on in the upcoming days are Kotak Bank. As you can see here, I have four tabs open: Kotak Bank, Balkrishna Industries, Dr. Reddy, and Crompton Greaves. So let's get on to them one after the other, and let me explain you what might happen. Okay, coming to Kotak Bank. Now, the first thing first, there are a couple of things that are supporting the up move for Kotak Bank. Okay, the first one is the trend line, the purple line that you see here. It is beautifully taking a support and has moved up already. Okay, this green candle that was made on 21st of July, that clearly tells us that it has taken a support on the trend line and it is in all the mood to go up further. Now, if it goes up, the first target will be this swing high. If that is breached, the next target will be this swing high, the one that you see in the orange dots. So this is the target one, this is target two. Okay, now the second thing that supports here is again the higher high and the higher lows. You can see here, this is the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So the moment it has made a higher low, the same time it is also taking a support at the trend line. And there is one more thing that is supporting, that is the gap. So as you can see here, there was a gap formed here, right? And this gap was closed on the 15th of July and then it moved up. So if you extend the gap on the right hand side, that becomes a beautiful support. So all these things, the trend line, the chart pattern that it is making, the higher high, the higher lows that it is forming, the gap which is acting as a support, all these things give us a good idea that Kotak Bank can go up further in the upcoming days. Okay, one more thing that I would like to bring in is the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so if I draw a Fibonacci retracement right from here to here, as you can see, the support level falls between the green zone that I have drawn here. The green zone is nothing but the gap, right? And the Fibonacci retracement, the 38.2% retracement of Fibonacci is also falling within that green zone. So that again adds to the fact that this area can act as a very good support, and right now it is taking the support and Kotak Bank can go up further. Okay, so hope that is clear. Let me take off the Fibonacci retracement from here. Right. So these are the reasons why I would like you, or why I would request you to have a look on Kotak Bank, to have an eye on Kotak Bank, and it has all the chances to go up further. Right. Moving on to the next stock, that is Balkrishna Industries. Here again, first thing first, whether it is forming a higher high or higher low, we need to check that. So yes, Balkrishna Industries is falling higher high. So this is the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Again, a beautiful scenario wherein the higher low has been formed just above the support level. Okay, so why am I telling just above the support level? Because if you look at the left hand side of the chart, now remember this, guys, if you want to know, or if you want to anticipate what is gonna happen in the future for a particular stock or a particular index, whatever may be, you should always concentrate on what happened on the left hand side of the chart. The left hand side of the chart will always give you a hint as to what might happen in the future. Okay, so if you look at the left hand side of the chart, this swing high was a major resistance, and the resistance was broken on 22nd of May 2022. Hence, it becomes a support now. And if you see the movement on 21st of July 2022, it took the support exactly at that point and it moved up on 22nd of July. So this gives us a gives us a good idea that it can move up further. If this guy moves up further, The target will be this green area. That is the next swing high you see here, right? So this will be the target area. Okay, that is target number one. I have not anticipated about target number two. Let's let it reach target number one, and then we will see what needs to be done next. Okay, so as of now, Balkrishna Industries is at a position where it is taking a beautiful support, wherein the trend line is supporting us. The higher lows and higher highs are being formed, and it is also taking a support at a previous resistance. So these 3 to 4 points gives us a fairly decent idea that Balkrishna Industries can move up in the upcoming days. Okay, moving on to the next stock is Dr. Reddy. Now, this is a bit complicated, or I would say a bit tricky, because you might have to wait for some more time in order to decide whether you should take a long trade or not. Okay, now let me get on to it, and let me explain what exactly do I mean by that. Okay, so as you can see here, again, we have some high highs and higher lows being formed. Okay, the trend line which I've drawn here, the orange line that you see here, this is the trend line. Okay, now let me mention this as well. There is a lot of confusion wherein people still struggle to draw a proper trend line. Okay, and that is really not good. Okay, because if you draw a wrong trend line, if you join two wrong dots, or if you join two wrong candlesticks, then your entire anticipation goes wrong, because you will take a wrong position and the movement will be haywire, and obviously the stop loss will get hit. Okay, so please make sure that you learn how to draw a good trend line, a right trend line. If you need my help, I already have a video which has been uploaded on my YouTube channel long back, and I have explained in details what trend line is, how it needs to be drawn, and all those stuffs. If you want, or if you have some time, please go back to my channel and search for that particular video and have a look on that. Okay, if you want to know how to draw a right trend line. Okay, now coming back to the topic, the orange line that you see here is a trend line. So what do you see after you draw this trend line? What you see here is on 21st of July, the trend line was breached in the downward direction, which means that the stock should come down further. So did that happen? It did happen on 22nd July. On 22nd July, it fell for some time and it closed in red. Now, does that mean that it will fall further? Well, the answer is yes. But does that mean that it will keep falling further? The answer is no. Now, why the answer is no? The answer is no because we have a strong support here. The purple line that you see here, that is a strong support. So right now, this particular stock should not be traded. You should not be taking a buy or a sell position. So what you should be doing is you need to wait and have this stock in your radar. When will you take a position? You will take a short position if this purple line is breached and the candlestick closes below it. That will be a good point for you to take to take a sell position. Now, when will you take a buy position? You can take a buy position either when it comes down to the purple line, takes a support, and again starts moving up in the upward direction. That is when you can initiate a buy position. Or it might also happen that it never comes down and from here itself it starts going up. Okay, so when it starts moving up, if it closes above this gray area that you see here, right, this complete gray area, you see it here, right? So if it moves up from here and if the candlestick closes above this gray area, above this gray zone, then you take a long position and you can expect the stock to be going till this green line. That will be your target. Okay, also let me highlight a few more things here. See, what I see in Dr. Reddy is it has made a lot of consolidations. Okay, see here, this was a consolidation. This was a consolidation. In this consolidation, it fell post it consolidated. Whereas in this consolidation, it went up post the consolidation. And right now, it was a major consolidation that happened here at this point, right? Right, starting from 20th of May till, I would say, 11th of July. Okay, it was a long consolidation that happened, and only after that it gave a breakout in the upward direction. So right now, I personally believe by seeing the technicals that it should go up. Okay, having this support level, having this support level, it should go up. Also, if it doesn't come down till this support level and starts moving up from there and breaches this particular gray area, then also it should move up. So your target will be this green line. I hope you understand the concept here. Okay, so that is the reason why I'm anticipating that Dr. Reddy has all the chances to go up further. Okay, now the last one, that is Crompton Greaves. So this is again a tricky situation wherein we have got a really long wick at the downside of the candle. What does this wick tell us? It tells us that the buyers are not ready to settle at such a low cost, and the buyers have pushed up the stock price in the upward direction. Now, the next point is not all the times the wick uh, are being proven right. Just because we got a long wick here does not mean that the stock will start moving up, right? So in that case, what we have done is we have created, or we have found, this gray zone that you see here. That is a support zone, I would say. This gray zone in the upward side. Okay, this is a support zone. So what happened in the last trading session, that was on 22nd of July 2022? It actually closed inside this particular support zone, right? It tried coming down, but it was not successful. Okay, the buyers, as I said, they pushed the stock prices in the upward direction. But at the end of the day, what happened was it closed within this particular support zone. So right now, again, we are not in a situation to take a long position or a short position right now. So what we need to do here is we need to wait. And till when do we need to wait? We will wait till the gray area has been breached and the candlestick closes above this gray area. Only if this happens, let the candlestick be red or let the candlestick be green, does not matter. What matters is the closure of the candlestick should be above this gray area. Once the candlestick closes above this gray area, undoubtedly you can initiate a buy position, and you can target this point, the one which you see with the orange dots. That will be your target. Okay, so many a times it happens that you need to wait for a couple of days to initiate a position. You simply, or you should not blindly go ahead and initiate a position just because you have a support level here. Okay, support levels, support zones, all these things carry a lot of importance while deciding whether you should initiate a position in the buy side or in the sell side. Okay, and one more thing that I would like to mention here. Oh, just a moment, guys. Okay, let me just check if I'm missing on something. Contents. Just a moment, guys. I'm really sorry about that. I should have made it ready earlier. No, I'm not missing on anything. All right, so this is fine. Okay, so these are the four scripts that I wanted to share with you so that you can have an eye on it closely, and you most according to me, as I said, they have more chances to go up further. Okay, so I have an eye on Kodak Bank, Balkrishna Industries, Dr. Reddy, and Crompton Greaves. And if you talk about Nifty, as we talked about Nifty for sure, the bias is on the upper side. It is in an uptrend. But again, this resistance, the purple line that you see here, that needs to be breached if Nifty wants to go up. When this is breached, the next target will be this red zone. You can easily expect Nifty to be going up till here. Okay, so I hope that is clear. I hope I made some points really clear as to depending on what logic I'm making all these statements. And please make use of whatever technicals you're using. Try to sync in with the points that I have made, and if both of them sync together, your technicals and my explanations, if they sync together, go ahead and take a buy position. Okay, so that's it from my end, guys. And for the guys who have not watched my previous video, I have put in the video card on the top right corner of the video, the eye symbol that you see there. You can click on it and watch my previous video. And as always, would request you all to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, please do not miss the ending of this video, as you will get to know some more details about HYIT that might be helpful to you in some way or the other. And please feel free to ask your questions or queries, if any, in the comments section, and I will surely reply back to them. And also, please do not forget to like this video if you liked it. So that's all from my end, and I will see you all later. Hope you all will stick back. Happy trading and take care of yourselves. Bye bye.